Sometimes you don't have any options. You've got to go.
At least leave it hanging in your hole. Unless you do that. Oh
Or
my
just
goodness.
put it in the hole.
One pocket player. It's a beautiful game. One hole, one pocket. One pocket player. It's a beautiful game. One pocket player. One hole, one pocket. One hole, one pocket. One pocket player. Beautiful game. It's a beautiful game. One pocket.
All right, guys, it's 7 games to 6. This is part 6 of Tony versus Shane. Part 6, Tony versus Shane. It's 4:12 a.m. Pacific Standard Time in Fremont, California. All right, guys, it's 7 games to 6. This is part 6 of Tony versus Shane. Part 6, Tony versus Shane. It's 4:12 a.m. Pacific Standard Time in Fremont, California at California Billiards. This is a race to 10 between Shane VanBOENING and Tony CHOHAN. $5,000 a man playing for 10,000. Starting to get a little tense in this room. I'm going to ask y'all guys for a big favor. And let me lose the scoreboard for a minute. I'm going to take a quick break and I'll be back in about 5 or 10 minutes, okay? When I come back, I will update the score. It'll be perfect. But what I don't want is for you to look at a scoreboard that doesn't make sense. What's your last name, Matt? Moore, that's right. All right. Well, I guess I got the luck of the Irish. I got Matt Moorhead here with me. How you doing, Matt?
I'm doing good. I'm actually feeling pretty spry for, what is it, 4:30 in the morning? 4:23. 23 is my favorite number.
Yeah, so the ball counts 4-3, Shane. So let me just update the scoreboard, Matt.
And we're at 7-6. 7-6 game count?
Yeah,
Sweet.
that's 5-3 now, right? Because he just made a ball.
Yeah.
Double check. Yep.
It's a lot easier to see with all these camera angles.
Yes, it is. It's just there's a lot of distractions too, and
Someone playing for some small-time one-handed pool in the background.
yeah.
We've got world-class pool going on, and we're hearing people cheering about, $50 games.
Yeah, I know, but this is completely different class of play here. This is where people pull all the stops, where the right shots are played, and a lot of the wrong shots are played, but played right,
Right. Their misses are not our misses.
No, and their makes are not our makes at all.
Nope.
Shane needs to
Just an easy slide over for the 6.
yeah.
And this game is
Tony
done.
should be getting up on this. He's not. He's going to make him shoot. That's kind of interesting. Well, okay. So just like that, it's actually 8-6. So
this is a big game. This is like a real turnaround.
well, this game's big. Yeah, it's big for Shane.
You can also tell, like, later on in the match where the stress of each game and the time that's passed, because these guys have been playing pool since, 10 o'clock this morning? Or yesterday?
Yeah. I mean, but that's the life of a pool player. I mean, they get knocked out and then they go rest. I don't think Shane was resting though. He was having a couple cocktails. Something. Is there a dispute? No.
It's like that Chumbawamba song. I get knocked down, but I get up again.
Yeah.
Never going to keep me down.
Yeah. Boy, you really are Irish, aren't you?
Yep.
We've seen some great shots in this match.
Well, I was watching on Thursday when Tony played his 10:30 match. And he was making two rail shots like it was, a straight in shot for us.
That's like Tony's shot, But now, when you're in action, it's a little bit different.
Yeah, the stress level's a little bit higher.
My phone go. There it is.
How many people do we have in the chat room?
Well, I don't know how many are in the chat room, but I do know we have like 400 and almost 450 people watching.
Did I hear that right when I was driving up here? Someone from Ireland or it was
They're
in the
watching
country.
in the chat room. If you want to tell us where you're from, anybody from out of the country,
Out of the continental
anybody
US.
in Egypt or Philippines watching right now, let us know where you are. I'm going to take liberties here. Just going to let you guys know that if you are watching this now and you like what you see, there's a lot more of it to come on the big one between Tony CHOHAN and Dennis Orculio, which is from July 11th to 14. They're playing for $100,000. Dennis Orculio, he was the winner of the 5,000 added, which became 6,000 added one pocket. And Tony T-Rex CHOHAN, who's playing right now against Shane VanBOENING, they're going to play a 4-day match. You were going to say something?
I was going to say, it's crazy when we saw the jump shot. I think that's the first time I saw a jump shot in a one pocket game, and I've been only watching or learning about the game for probably the past year and a half. And holy cow.
Where was I when that jump shot happened?
I just saw Shane unscrew his extension, and I thought it was taped over, but that's like it's just a handle for the padding.
Really?
Yeah, and I was like, jump shot on a one pocket game. Oh, look at this.
Wait a minute.
Yeah. You have that replay button?
Did Shane just shoot that shot?
That was a lot of moving parts. See, we've got that game going in the background. You can hear him like 60 feet away from us.
Oh, there's like 4 other games going on here.
Yeah, I saw one pocket game where it was like 5 or 6 balls just strung on right on the string. I was like, what? Here's that shot. So you do editing on the fly?
Yes, this is a live edit. This whole show is a live edit.
That's crazy. That must take years of practice.
Take a look now. Slow-mo, instant replay. 13 to the 2.
Just how we drew it up?
Just disgusting.
So now we got a cut. There's
oh
a nice
my
kick
gosh,
combo.
and there's that one.
Right off the point.
Wow.
Then he just starts picking them off.
Well, if anybody needs this game, it's Tony.
Down 1 or down 3? That'd be rough.
Well, down 1 or down 3 with your opponent on the hill is even rougher.
But who knows? Sometimes when you back a tiger into the corner, all he's got to do is fight his way out.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, so that's
So if this is your shot, you're playing a draw to the 9?
If I'm shooting this shot, I might play for a bank on the 9.
Okay. Just a nice soft slow roll.
Let's take a look and see if you see how he's straight on that 14. He's really straight on the 14. So you roll forward like that. And then you play for the bank on the 9. And he doesn't want to miss this. If he misses this, he's in big trouble.
And I think it's going to go straight in.
Yeah. Actually, he would have been safe if he missed it. I thought maybe
Break loose, get in front of the 2 of the 8.
Yeah, I was thinking he wouldn't have been able to hold the cue like that, but he did hold the cue ball. He can back cut this 2 now.
Oh.
Didn't go.
It's in the pocket, though. That's hard to kick out. And I've been noticing the strategy for this match is anytime the ball's in the jaw, you're pretty much taking that ball out, and you're trying to leave it either on the rail or on a cluster of balls.
When the ball's in the jaw like that?
Yeah, so you knock down the 2 and either sit on the 11, 10.
You always want to leave a safe cue ball.
Yep.
That's what this is a game. This is a game of it's called holding the rock. You know, hiding the rock.
Well, when I was in Southern California, I had someone that was teaching me this game. I saw it in like 2003 or 4. And I thought, man, if you could hone the skills it takes to win this game, 8-ball, 9-ball, 10-ball game gets infinitely better. You have so many more possibilities.
Wow.
With some authority.
I mean, this is like Scott Frost, from Arizona. He was an innovator of the game of one pocket. He created a game that ended up becoming Power One Pocket.
Right. I saw a lot of clusters and kicks.
This is kind of like what we're seeing here with Shane, who is a total offense player.
Right.
I've lost count. Hold on.
Okay. Looks like we're updating the ball count as we speak.
Okay, Tony's got 6.
And obviously no one's running away with this match. This has been a blow for blow Mike Tyson, slaughter fest.
Yeah, but I'm watching this match, and I mean, this is a game that is he's wide. This particular match with Shane is going to be nothing like the match that he is playing later in 2 days on July 11th with Dennis Orculio, because Dennis is going to slow him down.
I notice there's no shot clocks in this game.
No, there's not going to be any shot clock. I mean, the match between Dennis and Tony is also an action match. It's not a tournament match.
Right.
And that's all that's going on for 4 days. And
what are they racing to?
They're racing to 40 games.
Holy cow. When did this match start? 10? 11?
This match started around 11. Maybe quarter to 11.
Ooh.
Yeah. Oh no. So Tony needs 1.
So you make the 3, kick out the 4 into the cluster? Leave the cue ball in the row?
Difficult to get shape to the 4. In a perfect world, you'd love to play short side of the 4, but I think he might play for the 7 here.
Okay.
And that's gonna.
I might get a jelly roll.
No.
Nope.
That's gonna end this game.
I thought I might duck behind that stripe.
Oh, he's just gonna cut this in. Well, this is not easy because Shane's got to remove 2 balls somehow.
Right, and the cue balls, once it makes contact with either of those balls, are going to be so close. Pretty much the stars have to align to get both of them out at the same time.
There's 2 things he can do here. He can kick underneath the under the 7, You see?
Mm-hmm.
And just play it soft, right? Or you can play a little hard, and hopefully the cue ball will hold.
Okay.
Another thing you can do is you can play this 4-ball really hard. Problem with that is it goes 4 rails around back to where you started. But if you play it hard, that allows you to put a little of what they call force follow on the cue ball.
Mm-hmm.
And the force follow will hold the cue ball. Oh my God.
Oh, gonna have 2 balls on the spot.
I'll just shut up right now.
The amazing SVB gentlemen and ladies.
Well,
and everyone else listening.
It won't contain Tony. Well, hold on. 2 balls.
Yeah.
It did contain him. Unless he can make this bank, it'll be over.
It's
Where's
going to
it
be
going?
short a diamond half. Yep, right on the diamond.
Wow, so Shane got away with that crazy hit that he made.
What did Papa Dominguez always say?
All in all, not an irresponsible shot when you're down and you know that you have to get those balls out. What did Ernesto Dominguez say?
Well, he said that, once you hit them hard, you got to know where they're going.
Yeah. That is important. And that's
there's
true.
that. There's that.
That's that 2-railer, yeah. But Tony's coming up short a little bit. He needs to dial that in, especially on a match this important. It's high stakes for both players. Tony has another 2-railer here, but he doesn't want to come in contact with the stripe, so he may just lay up. Yeah.
Back into the cluster.
Yeah.
So if you were to seed the 1-pocket players in the world, what are we watching right now? If you were to rank it yourself?
If I were to rank this myself,
5 and 3?
like in a scale of 1 to 10 or something? Or what are you asking?
Well, what I'm asking is, if you had the top 10 1-pocket players in the world, where do these 2 line up?
Where do these 2 line up right now?
I was thinking
In
2
my
and
opinion,
4. 2 and 4? Or 3 and 5?
No. Both of these guys right now, I mean, it's kind of like you're asking me how old I am. Because it's kind of a rude question because I don't want to hurt these guys' feelings. But
for sure.
I mean, Shane is still, I have to say, still learning this game. There are certain nuances to this game that he doesn't abide by.
Right.
Tony has issues with his pace, and he plays a little bit too loose for me.
Okay.
I'm gonna say top 20.
Okay.
Both of them.
I saw the Facebook post of Frost's new location. Next time I go down for spring training, I'm going to go check that place out for sure. That place looks unreal.
Actually, we got the general manager on the chat room right now.
Oh, that's awesome.
Fast Lenny. You know Fast Lenny, don't you?
I think
He's
so.
a streamer on the Rail TV.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe the chat room can help me with that. I don't know as far as this, ranking of these 2 guys in their 1-pocket game. Tony CHOHAN is. See, the thing about Tony I'm noticing is that he's hungry for action. He's really hungry for action.
Clearly.
He steps up to anybody. And when he's called, when that Batman sign comes into the clouds, and he's called to action, he
The
can
Caped
show
Crusader
up
is
for the match.
here.
He can show up for the match,
With the gadgets and the cool car.
Right. Now, you take a player like Dennis or Alex, who are kind of taking the game a little more seriously and not the action.
Mm-hmm.
Then it goes down to like, that's top 10, top
Right.
5, top 10. Steve says that Tony's easily in the top 10. Okay, I'll agree with that. I mean, I actually think that as one pocket goes, Tony should be the winner in this match, to tell you the truth.
Well, I noticed that every pool player has their specialty, like what they're truly great at. Like if you were to pick a game, then you have someone like Efren, who's just great at everything. Ooh, that get a rail?
Yeah, I believe so, Matt.
Okay, cool. I just saw the cue come down and I was like, uh-oh. But you tried on my glasses earlier, so you know how blind I am.
I mean, when it comes to one pocket players, they are both they definitely both are world class, But I think the game is becoming more popular. I think we're starting to see players come out of the woodwork, and we're seeing players actually lean toward the game.
Yeah.
I've been seeing some amazing matches. Like there's a match with no sound between this pro player Dennis Grabe
Okay.
and I forgot his name, Rolando someone anyway, playing at a pool hall in Thailand. It's a 4-hour match, playing like a race to 15 or 10-1 pocket. It's one of the best matches I've seen in years.
Is it a nail biter?
It's big time nail biter. So we're going up table.
It seems to be a trend for these tough matches, making it more difficult.
Well, what you have is you have Tony CHOHAN, who's up 7-2. He needs one ball to win the game. So it's in his best interest to take this game up table and make it hard for Shane
Right.
to run a succession of balls, So once they're up table, then Tony, his responsibility is to remove one ball at a time so that he can target that ball.
Right. Also seeing the ball go, like him being able to kick. Like obviously he has an amazing ability to not only pocket balls, but if he doesn't pocket it, get it close where you can't kick it back out. That's when you're only having one ball left. I mean, the margin for error in a rack like this is, you're walking a very tight rope.
Yeah, and especially with this game going up table the way it is, this game heavily favors Tony right now. Tony might even opt to bank this ball right now, the 7 ball. He's not going to, though. He might kick at it instead. So there you go. He's removed one ball.
Put Shane on the defense where he has to kick it back out.
Right, but you see Shane is looking for a way to remove another ball because Shane would rather Tony have to worry about 2 balls down there than 1 ball.
Now, if one was to get creative, could you use the 1 ball stick behind the 3?
You can do that anytime you want. Yeah, you can do that. But it all depends on where the position of this bottom ball is.
Got it.
You know, this game is all about protection as well. So, like, if Shane's pocket was covered by the ball, then he'd start seeking protection.
Right.
Kind of put the pressure on Tony to find a way to get that ball away.
And if Tony decided to one rail bank this ball into his pocket, that leaves that cue ball flying, and then the 3 gets opened up.
Well, I don't know what he's looking at right now. He's looking at 2 railing this 3. No. No, he's just trying to bide his time.
Waiting for the opportune moment to strike.
Yeah, but see, Shane's going to try to find a way to bring another ball down there. Oh, here comes one. Tony will take this backup table. You know, see, a lot of lanes are closed here, you see.
Mm-hmm.
So Shane's ability to 2 rail any of those balls is closed. The lane is closed by that 1 in the 10,
Right.
or the 1 in the 12. So that 15 ball up there, that doesn't bother Tony right now, unless the cue ball were over by the chalk or something.
Okay.
That'd be a little different. So, so Shane's defensively trying to get more balls down there, and also trying to remove open up those lanes.
Gotta have rails to kick and bank.
Yeah, so
The balls are in the way. It doesn't. Game
Right.
doesn't play out as easy.
Exactly. And so, once again, now Shane has another problem on his mind, which is that this 1 ball is on Tony's side of the table. It's a game with a lot of dynamics and changes constantly.
And all it takes is one swift change, and the rack's over in a matter of minutes.
Well, yeah, I mean, you know, it just that you need total awareness in this game, and that's what makes this such a beautiful game.
Well, I was playing with Jeff Gregory at his house.
Yeah, he's a
And
good player.
He had purchased a cue from me, and in turn, I actually ended up buying a cue from him. So it almost ended up being an even trade. But we were playing one pocket on these 3 7/8 pockets, and here I am
At
thinking,
his house.
yeah,
Okay.
and it's like a pool palace, and it was just really cool to see this completely different side of a game, because when you're playing rotational games, you know, there's 505 people.
Yeah, viewership's increased.
That's well, the pressure's heating up. This is a huge game right now.
Well,
Okay.
that's going to end this game, and I'm pretty sure Shane is going to concede. No. Did I miscount here? Does Tony need 2 balls? That's the end of the game. Wow.
For a second there, I thought it was going to get interesting, where we had to make 2 balls, because then you have those 2 that spotted up.
Well, it's interesting, all right. I mean,
7-8.
This match is interesting, I tell you.
7-8.
Yeah, 7-8, man.
It's almost time for Denny's.
Okay, so Shane's break. So I don't know if there's a new rule in one pocket. If you make a ball on
Comes back up.
on your break, it's re-rack.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if they stipulated that rule. So I haven't seen a ball go in on the break yet either. And we may not in this match.
Yep. Well, that deadly second ball break that we saw Corey do when he's playing bar box 8-ball, he just crushes that one ball in the corner almost every time. It's like 80-90%. I couldn't imagine missing, though, and it'd be like game over. I know that when Tony played his match,
Corey Deuel used to do that as a one-pocket break. He would hard break the balls.
Oh, okay.
But it backfired on him. It just stopped working. Like
I'm supposed to
it
get
didn't work like quickly.
I'm actually supposed to get a lesson with him on Monday.
Corey?
Yeah, because he joins the Ramones every once in a while.
Joins the Ramones?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
San Ramon. Give a little shout out to my pool hall, Crown Family Billiards.
So you guys are called the Ramones?
Because it's in San Ramon, so we call us the Ramones.
Okay.
I'm definitely not the most famous in that pool hall. That would be Jason Williams.
Well, yeah. Jason's is actually a dear friend to myself and Geraldine.
Can't tell you how many times we came down to him and me final at Vinny's in Concord on a bar box.
Oh yeah.
And I've got to beat him 3, and he's got to beat me 1. I never conquered that lion.
So he steamrolls you often.
Yeah.
Is this? Oh my goodness.
No problem at all.
I thought that was like a full beer sitting here right now.
Oh my goodness.
So players break. We'll be right. Stay tuned for part 7 of this match, Tony versus.
One hole, one pocket. Beautiful game. It's a beautiful game. One hole, one pocket.
All right, we're back. This is part 7 of Tony versus Shane, and Shane broke. Tony has played a return shot. No ball count right now. And the score is currently 8 games to 7 in this race to 10. $5,000 a man. That's a $10,000 match. Bush, and I'm sitting Moorhead, one of the original Ramones from San Ramon.
I think I'm far from the original, but I'll take it.
Okay.
I want to applaud you for the amount of time you guys have spent giving us live stream, being able to watch some of the greatest in our sport, and to really generate that interest, because a lot of people are going out to movies or doing silly stuff instead of spending 7-8 hours in a pool hall.
Yeah, that's true. Hey, you've already applauded me. You came and you bought a T-shirt and you got a town tip, and you you made a little donation, and I
Yep.
really appreciate that. And that's awesome, Matt.
Well, it's a symbiotic relationship. We get to watch some of the best pool players in the world, and when you don't get charged for watching it, you can't help but want to give back in some way.
Thanks, man.
For sure. That town tip's going to be hurting some racks later on. Hopefully down in BCA. It'll be all kinds of fun.
Oh, you're gonna go to Vegas? Huh?
Oh, I definitely am. It's going to be my second year. This time I'm not going to gamble as much on the first day. Spread it out thin.
Second year BCA, huh?
Yep.
Gosh, it's been like 10 years since I played a BCA league.
Yeah, for our league, we play on 9-foot tables, and then you go and play on 7-foot bar boxes, and it's a different game.
So Tony made a mistake, and it's Shane's. No. And it's Shane's turn to make a mistake, and he's pissed. He is pissed. If I don't mind saying so myself.
I think that's a fair assessment of the situation. What's Shane playing with? 66 inches? 70?
His cue?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how many inches the cue is.
So we got the 13 on the rail and going after the 10 next. Soft kick out.
I think the 10 goes.
Yeah.
So he might actually, I don't know if it would be prudent to play into the stack here. He can get the 10. You see how that 6 is also available, so he doesn't need to go into the stack yet.
Oh, was that
what
a
he
billiard?
can't do is miss like that. You see he was overextended there, so.
Oh, I actually thought he hit the 15 first.
He did hit I know he was overextended. He hit the
Yeah.
15, and this is the pace of Tony's game that I was telling you about.
Yeah.
He's got to slow himself down. He's got to focus on the shot. And I think if he can improve that that subtle detail about his game.
Right. Thought I heard a pen drop. Not
You
a pen.
can hear a pen drop in here.
The magical pen. Oh, there it is.
All right, I'll get it later.
Go gadget arms. In the sales world, we call this a
So
sword.
so quiet. You can hear a pen drop.
The booth is so prepared, we even have chalk.
Yeah.
Ready for anything. Speaking of prepared,
Yeah.
got some nice threads there, sir.
Some nice what?
Some nice threads.
Oh yeah, this was Adam Kroll, who's still in this action match up here.
Wow.
Adam's like, I think he's gambling away his life savings over there against James the plumber. Now you see what he did there?
Pull one by his pocket, knock the
Yeah,
other one
but
down.
he played it that way.
Yep.
Shane does this. He practices those shots for like hours. Almost as. It takes so much discipline to do that, but he does it like as if someone were practicing the break.
Which
He'll
I think
practice
he's
those
probably
shots.
practiced a break shot a time or two.
Yeah, I think cumulative. It's probably like 4 years of his life. So I think it's time to work on something else now.
One pocket games.
Yeah, one pocket shots. So I see 12 on the table, which means I gotta go take a walk and look at the ball count. Unless, did you see Shane? make more than one?
Well, I can take my round and go check.
Okay. Thanks, buddy. Actually, I should be going up there since it's my fault. Three zero. Somebody's telling me 3-0.
I was like, do you have eyes in the back of your head? Do you have cameras? Do you have spies everywhere? It is 3-0.
Tony, right?
Correct. And I see these sponsor plaques in the back. Those are pretty spiffy.
Oh, cool, man. Thank you. Actually, I designed those.
Oh, you got a little bit of a... What is that? What do they call that? It's design work.
I guess, you know.
I took a class, and I think it was graphic design. That's what I was looking for.
Oh, yeah.
Please excuse me. It's
Well,
5 a.m.
you
on the
know.
West Coast.
After doing this for a while now, there's stuff you kind of like have fun working on, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I have fun with graphics. I feel like I'm getting a little better, so, you know, we did our own posters. You know these posters we did with the guy hitching a ride?
You know what? I thought that was the Big Lebowski, and I was like, I wonder if they're
That's
going to
exactly what we had in mind. We wanted to do the dude of pool.
Speaking of, can we find some way to sneak in a White Russian?
No,
You
not
didn't
till
hear that
6.
here. Wait a minute, is it 6 a.m.?
Well, but this bar doesn't open at 6 a.m., so...
Snap.
Okay, it's my
Okay.
turn to look, because we just lost. Yeah, let me go take a look. You want coffee?
No, actually, I drink soda. I don't know if there's a gun. I see come to festivities if you get bored. That's awesome. Cue ball goes right back into the stack. Man, that's a tight fit. Ah, thank you. There's a lot of people watching pool. Do we ever get a count of how many countries are watching? Do you ever get a tally?
We can try that again. Somebody in Thailand said hello. Pattaya. Yeah, somebody was... I don't know. So, the layout says 12 balls, so it's 3-0 Tony Chohan
Mm-hmm.
in this game.
We're going to see that 8 get kicked out.
Possibly.
Now, at what point in time do you take the offensive and you kick the 8 in? Is that when you're down 5, 6
Like right
balls?
here? Like actually here?
Worst case, it's just going to get kicked out again.
That's a dangerous shot because the 8 ball could end up over by the chalk,
Right.
and that's a bank.
Leave a bank.
You know, so that's a really dangerous shot. At what point do you do that? At the point that you're feeling frisky.
Got it.
I don't know.
If you want to roll the dice.
You know, it's look at
Oh.
this. That's another good shot. But he hasn't covered the ball. You see, he hasn't used the stack to hide it. So this is an easy takeout.
And picks another ball to his side as well.
Yeah.
And now you're forced.
My buddy's reading the chat room over here behind me. Yep, we got people looking. There's Gary Goldborn from the UK is watching. Yeah.
There's that cue ball back in the stack.
Thailand, Norway, Scotland, Korea.
Wow.
Scotland.
And Norway's got some pretty amazing music. That Norwegian death metal, if you're into that kind of stuff.
Okay.
I'm a drummer.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I play all kinds of stuff. And looks like we got a ball ode
By Tony.
coming back up. I can't tell from this angle if the cue ball is sitting on the 8. I think that's the 8. It's either the 8 or the 4.
Say that again.
I said, I think there's a little bit of room. Oh, that's right. We've got all the different views. That's like half a ball away. So what kind of cameras are you using?
I use Sony's.
Okay.
One of them's a 4K, but they're all HD cameras. So
Can you broadcast it? Are we broadcasting in 4K? I know it's probably too much of a techie question at 5:15 in the
it's a
morning.
techie question that shouldn't be really addressed while we're sweating a match.
Right. Focusing on the game.
But
Another ball goes on the string.
say that again.
Another ball coming up.
Yeah, but nothing, no scratch, right? That
No.
Tony just made that in the side.
Yep.
Okay,
Just found
so
his
we
way
got
in the side.
7, 10, 13 on the table. It's 2-0 Tony.
And it's the tale of two layouts. We've got a cluster in the front and wide open
In the
constellation in the back.
It's true, and no real way to get to Shane's hole right now. It appears that way. Shane, if he wanted to, he might be able to kick. You see how he could kick? Well, he's not going there.
Mm-mm. Looks like we're getting a firm hit into the 6. Ooh.
Wow.
A little more gas, and that's sitting right in that pocket. That's actually better it worked out that way, because otherwise the 6 just gets kicked out again. This game, I've noticed it's kind of like tug of war. You get balls close to yours, they get taken back out.
Sure. Or like checkers, or chess.
I
Just like
take one
chess.
piece, you take one piece.
Yeah.
I would say this is the chess of pool.
Yeah, definitely.
8 ball probably being the checkers. So I have a question.
Yes.
For us aspiring one pocket players, what resources other than watching this amazing stream right now can we use to learn on our own time to increase our skills?
Of one pocket?
Mm-hmm. Are you a videos guy, books, live lessons?
Well, there are a ton of, I mean, you know, almost any medium that you prefer. There are some books that are highly sought after, actually. Eddie Robbins, I believe, wrote the book Shots, Moves, and Strategies, which was also a collaboration with some other big players from back in the day.
And that had 2 volumes, right?
2 volumes, and those are very expensive.
Not the $29.95.
No. There is a website called onepocket.org,
Okay.
whose logo is in the bottom of our screen right now.
Excellent.
And
Watch this back cut. Ouch.
there's 2 words a pool player should never say is "watch this."
It's kind of a testy shot coming up.
Well, this is a big open window right now for Tony.
And I like how he's walking around the table. He's looking at stuff, kind of giving himself a little bit of a relax, so he's not just jumping up and blasting the ball.
Yeah, he's immediately got a choice of 3 balls here. Wow. That's one way to do it. That's a good way to do it.
Yeah, trying to play a power draw 7 feet across the table. I liked his way. That was good.
Well, I'm sure he likes his way too right now.
And do you
This
squeeze
is a power draw shot.
between the 10?
He's force following,
Oh, okay.
and he's gonna
he's
nick
gonna-
off the 4.
Wow.
He's gonna get paid on this.
That's a big boy shot right there. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's upstairs.
Followed by a nice little draw stroke.
He should be out. He's
Yeah.
a little funny on this 5. He's a little bit, but he can draw back, play for the stripe next.
Well, after that monster draw shot we saw 2 shots ago. And this is case ball.
Yeah.
Oh.
No.
Did he
this
owe a
is
ball?
This is just exhibition. That's just exhibition.
Huh.
I don't know what's going on here. I think. I'm not sure what's happening here.
That was the first
That
in
was-
the match.
That was just a couple of bonus. Okay, so it's 8-8 right now. Okay, he's asking to roll it over. Hold on. Let's see if we can get some room audio here.
They just see what I thought you said. I don't want that thing.
Okay. Tony asked him if he wanted to roll it over. Let's start over.
And judging by the fact that the beads have not moved, that was a negative.
Yeah.
I think I heard him say he didn't have enough. And then,
Shane.
and then I think I also heard he said, "You can owe me."
Tony said.
Tony
yeah.
said that.
Well, hold on. Oh, Shane's at the table now. All right. So, resume game, right?
Mm-hmm.
As is. That's kind of Tony's style, too.
So it would have been for 20 instead of 10.
10 a man. 10,000 a man.
That is more cheddar than I could spend.
Well, no one's asking you. Thank
Oh,
God,
no.
right?
Yeah, I think I'd have to sell an awful lot of home alarm systems to do that. Actually, about 15, I think.
15?
Yeah, 15 houses.
It's not that bad.
No.
I mean, everybody needs home alarm systems.
Especially down here in the South Bay. They've got that verified response, but no more alarm tangents. We'll get back to pool. So you're holding the cue.
Yeah.
You're looking at this rack right now.
Well, hold on. Let me. The hell did I do with my glasses?
So you're lucky you can take yours off. I am not a functioning human being with my glasses.
Okay, so Shane made Tony's ball. Is that right?
Correct.
Okay, I gotta roll back the score here. Darn it.
The quantifying.
I know all you scoring Nazis are gonna hate me about this. As it's 5:22 a.m.
Dare I ask? So are you gonna take a?
Hey, hey,
Whoa.
hey!
That was loud.
Hey, I call you scoring Nazis, but I want you all to know I'm so grateful that you're there. What's that now?
I was gonna ask. Are you just taking a power nap in the vehicle of your choice?
No, we're staying at the Hilton.
Oh, nice.
And Geraldine is, we're now officially on shifts.
Oh, okay.
You know, Geraldine's on the night shift, or I'm on the night shift. She's
Clearly.
going to be on the day shift.
I think I saw a Jeff Purvis card there.
I know both of them. I don't know the second one, though. All right. So, yeah, because of this match, now we're officially on shifts.
Is it going?
No, it's not.
It's close. What was the old saying? Close only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades.
Yeah. That's true.
See, this is the fascinating part about this game. When you're looking at it and you're trying to figure out what's your strategy, and it's not just where am I leaving the cue ball, it's how am I making my side my advantage, how am I getting balls over to my side, how am I leaving my opponent tough. Like there is no just shoot this ball. That is pretty much, those don't happen very often, but yet we've got a ball going right in his
Me likey.
That'll almost look like a trick shot right off the point.
Yes. This game has, this match has had a couple of good swings already. And right now it's swinging back Shane's way. Tony's just won the last 2 games in a row.
That's one of the reasons why I thought a strategy of a reset if you've got that momentum to ask
The
at that
reset,
point.
the reset can be helpful.
That's a beautiful cut. Oh, there it is. Like the old Tiger Woods golf ball, just holding on the cup and then dropping over. That's a while ago.
Yeah. You know, close counts a little bit in one pocket as well.
Yeah, because even if that ball doesn't go down, it's still in the pocket.
Yeah.
You can't kick it out unless you like do some kind of crazy jump and hit the lip of the pocket and come back out. But it's probably not going to happen. And the 6 goes.
I believe it does, Matt.
So are you hitting this
Hard
ball?
to tell from this angle, but I believe it does.
If it goes, are you hitting this ball a follow to go into that 4-diamond, that 4-ball cluster?
Depends. I can't tell the angle it's coming from.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Shane could be out. Everything's open now.
And he just gets good on one ball, just one. Make this key shot right here. It's pretty much.
Yeah, the 10's kind of a gimme, you know. That's an easy shot for Shane.
Is he hitting this with outside English?
It depends on where he wants to put his cue ball. I don't know if he wants to come between the 14 and the 11,
Okay.
or if he wants to come right into that little shoulder of balls. You see the 10, 1, 15.
Mm-hmm. Looks like he was eyeballing the gap right there.
Yeah, so if he can roll in there, he might be a little bit jacked up, but depends on the speed he plays it
Oh,
to.
looks like we're hitting it with draw. This could probably come around the cluster. Just like that.
Yeah, well, he can play the 15 too, so.
And straight in. Well, actually, no, he's got a little bit of an angle.
He's a little bit tree-topped here, but he should be all right. This is done. Ooh. He's
And he drew it back just a hair. So now he's forced to cut the. Is that the 11?
he wanted to play for the 14 next,
Oh, of course.
so he may have to put a lot of inside on this, or play up table for the 9. He didn't use much inside at all.
He's going back to that 14 ball. Now this is a shot for me that if you're trying to pocket the 14 in the corner and you're trying to hold the cue ball for the 1,
Yeah,
that's tough because you got such a steep angle. At least for the colors or the tools I'm working with. I mean, obviously this is,
he doesn't have a lot to worry about here because the 13 and the 5 are blockers. They stop the ball,
okay.
so he can just roll. This is a natural incoming shot. And he can also play this with some side. He might even come off the 2 a little bit, or maybe miss the 2, just like that.
Yep.
He's fine.
And this shot he even has less of an, or he has more of an angle. The last one was steeper of a cut than this one is. Does he need 1 ball or 2?
He needs 1.
All right. I think Shane's checking just to make sure. This is a big shot. This is for the hill. And he drilled it. Maybe we'll get an exhibition shot from him.
Oh, it needs two. Okay. Well, sorry guys, it's getting late for me. Well, here's the situation, Tony. Matt.
You can call me whatever you want at 6 in the morning.
It's actually Shane's break right now. And that means that Shane has the advantage. The breaker usually has the advantage.
Well, because he gets the ball spread to his side first.
First, in the first shot. So this shot is very important. And then it's usually, the next few shots after the break will dictate what type of a game it's going to be, The first few shots in a one-cup pocket game can either become extremely aggressive right away, or you'll see a lot of defense.
A lot of passive play.
Yeah, a lot of passive play. Not so much passive, but trying to remove balls from your opponent.
Right.
So this is not a great break. So
Is it?
Tony's probably really happy about this. This is not a great break at all. He could come. Go ahead.
Does that mean there's too many balls out of the rack?
Well, no, he's not blocking anything. There's
Okay.
balls towards Shane's hole, but nothing blocking. He can come off his 13 and park the cue ball right behind the 3. This shot was a little irresponsible.
Talk about a tester shot. Grabbing the bridge and putting the 3 in the corner.
I don't know why. I don't know why he played that shot.
I was watching a TV series it's called Genius. It's
Okay.
about Albert Einstein and his whole life. You're watching Pool Genius right now. You're watching guys that they see this completely different than
Right, they see ones and zeros like the Matrix or something.
Yes. Oh, that's my jam. The Matrix and Star Wars, don't even get me started there.
I can't believe Tony sold out that quickly. This is like,
Well, we were just talking about that. The first match or two can go hyper aggressive or more in the defensive side.
but you see those 3 balls that Shane left
Mm-hmm.
toward Tony's hole?
They're congested
with
now.
That 3 ball there, Tony could have easily hidden behind the 3 ball and really protected those balls. Put a lot of pressure on Shane. Shane could get out in this one shot right here.
Mm-hmm.
It's also a trap. Let's not get it twisted. It's also a trap.
Speaking of Star Wars, it's a trap.
Yeah.
So I'm envisioning the cut and the cue ball coming off the back of the 4 between the.
No, because he's going to hit it too thin.
Okay.
But he's also got a great shot. He could just play the 8 this way off the 15
Okay.
and hide the cue ball behind.
Just don't do that.
Yeah, but he's Shane. He's going to make most of those shots. He's upset, though. Did you hear him yell?
I did. We saw a scratch earlier on in the match where it was a big swing in that game. But he's held the table. He's got a clear shot. Awful lot of real estate to move the cue ball around.
Well, he can play shape for the 1, then for the 2, And for the 6 and the 15, he could easily get half a dozen balls here, and possibly more. Wow.
It hung up.
Wow.
So is this why they call it sweating a match? Because you haven't shot it, but the air just gets sucked out of your lungs.
It's a good way to put it.
Now this is a situation where the world is his oyster. Just gotta pick them off one at a time.
We saw how he ran out the last, game to get him to 8.
Mm-hmm.
I just hope he plays at the same pace that he did in that game, because he's very capable of picking them off. And if you see there, that ball in Shane's pocket can change everything if he misses.
Right. You can pretty much get anywhere that you want. Especially when the ball's in the pocket like that. I think for us amateur players, being able to perfect, being able to use the rake in pressure situations is so big. It's a great draw shot.
Well, I would not be surprised if Tony says, "You sure you don't want to double this up? Sure you don't want to roll it back and start over?"
It's not like they're going to be playing tournaments in 7 hours. We're going up. I love seeing that. How many people on Sunday morning, or I guess, could it be Monday in other places? Is it possible?
I don't know. You got your iPhone? Got your world clock?
Oh, I do. Oh, I could do that. I'll find out who's watching this on a Sunday night. Coming off for the 11. And
It's
how
5-1. He needs 3.
Okay.
So I think that 5 ball is going to be his last ball. Maybe
So you're going 2 rails,
ball.
2 rails around.
He might play the 5 now.
Oh, that's a tester. Whew.
There's a lot riding on this one shot.
So 2 rails around the 1? Or do you really go after the 5 here?
Just play this natural. Play left and right. And play for the 11. He's not doing it. He's playing the easy shot. I don't blame him.
Looks like we might get some draw. Get rolling, ball. Oh, the bank.
I can't believe it. Don't go for the bank. Tony, don't go for the bank.
That cut on the 5, though.
Tony, do not
I mean,
play.
Even if you're playing Yahoo Pool, that's a tough.
No, you just make Shane's ball.
Okay, all right. Yeah, that I like.
He's going to try to make both. But there's a scratch here, too.
Wow.
I told you. Roll it back. Double it up.
Well, if
That's
you don't
Tony,
ask,
man.
you know the answer.
Tony's got a heart like a Mack truck.
Just a glutton for punishment. Wants to get that mental.
Squash it. Squash it.
I think my pulse is actually elevated watching that ball slow roll in the pocket. Because that was such a big shot. Oh, looks like he might make it. No.
Wow.
Are we at 600? Oh, look at that. 574. Is that the watermark?
Watermark. What do you mean by that?
Meaning that's the highest in the, at least in the, no, that's for the AM shift. We'll call it for the AM shift.
Yeah, okay. It's surprising to me that we've retained this.
Now after shooting that one, is he banking the 3? I mean, if he's really feeling it, that's, you have the 8 there.
Well, the bank on the 3 isn't on.
Okay. That's one book I don't have. Bank with
let
a beard.
let me take a look. Hold on. Yeah, the 14's in the way.
Okay.
And then you sell out the. It's a little too premature right now. I mean,
Right.
Of course, look, Tony's looking at it.
I'm looking right down the barrel from my chair, and you've got a short angle in and a long angle out. Unless, hold on to your seat, sports fans. There's some nice activity going on in the chat room. 9-9 case game. Wow.
My prediction for this score in this game was 8-10, and I just didn't know who would be at 8 and 10.
Yeah, I think I remember you saying that.
Guess I got close. This is case game, so now you see them playing real careful. But then again, watch. Shane will do something ridiculously aggressive, and it'll work.
Oh, almost kissed off that 3, and look at that. It sticks it right in the pack.
Yeah, but that's what he was doing. He just wanted to get into the stack and really bury Tony.
I thought that kiss off the 3, and it goes in the corner. But obviously, one of those balls drops, and you got to shoot from there.
Yeah.
That's not where you want to be shooting out of. That's what you want your opponent to do.
Well, this relatively easy shot, but yeah, that was a good shot. Speed is important on that shot.
Elevated Q, taking the 3 down table, sitting behind the 4. Did I see another score update?
Huh?
Did I see someone asking for another score update?
On what?
I think it's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Is there a ball down? Did I miss one? Oh, was that the first ball? That was the one with the pocket, right? We were talking about that.
There is a ball down.
And I'm pretty sure it's Tony's.
Case game, guys. Case game.
I got chills, and it's not because the air conditioner's on.
This will be the longest game of the whole set. I can guarantee it.
I know, I think it was Tony's first match in the One Pocket tournament. Was it 17 minutes, 3 games?
Oh my God.
There's a smile and a laugh. You know what, I have to say this, if I was going to commentate for a first match, could I pick a better one? I mean, it's all downhill from here, right? What's the over
Well,
under on
there's
over under on 30 minutes on this match, on this rack?
Well, I don't know. I did say I could guarantee it, didn't I?
Well, that's why I had to at least ask.
I guess if I could retract what I said and rephrase it, it would mean that they're going to take more time to shoot.
Right. Be much more
in
deliberate.
This game than in any other game. That's called a kick and stick.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a very precise shot.
See that ball just slightly rotating and stopping. He almost pocket hooked him. It's probably off by like 2 inches. So you're finishing up the nine ball later on today, and you're staying here for the big one. That's a 4-day event.
A 4-day event.
And then
yes.
you're going down to Southern California
for the Hard Times 9.
The other Hard Times.
Yeah, the other Hard Times in Bellflower.
Do they still both have 3 7/8 pockets for most of their tables?
One of them does now.
Ah, the Punisher.
The action table.
Yeah.
Table 6.
It's close to the beginning of the grandstand, right?
Yeah.
Yep. I played on that one a few times. The first time I ever walked into that pool hall, there was King Kong was playing, and a kid, he called me out and said, "Hey kid, you want a side bet?" And that was like 2003. And I looked at him and I said, "What's a side bet?" And I wasn't joking. I didn't know it. I thought his eyes got big as saucers. That was crazy.
What's a side bet?
It's funny.
At least you're honest, you know?
Yeah. It's like the guy I heard the other day. I haven't played in 15 years. I saw him play for $1,000 racks. And I was like, who are you kidding?
That's a very good shot by Tony, who is taking great care in this game.
And because they're frozen, he can just tap this ball forward.
He wants to go behind. Well,
I thought I saw that ball roll.
No, I thought he was going to try to play to go behind the 6.
Right.
And protect those, protect those 2 balls.
So he hits this, the 3 goes up table, the 4 stays down. Oh no, they both go up. There you go.
Well, left a cross on the 6. I think the 6 crosses. Looks like it might be a kiss on.
Now, this is one of those shots that Jeff was teaching me, Jeff Gregory. It's like a punch stroke where you like kind of stop the cue and you allow the cue to roll forward away from the path of the 6 ball instead of falling through.
That's called a cross.
Yeah.
That's a cross, cross bank.
But it was actually the way that he holds the cue instead of falling through with the cue, you're actually kind of stopping it. It's like a jab punch.
Yeah.
Let's see how far
it was
that
a punch stroke. But as you can see, he didn't need to shoot it that way. It came short.
So now we're kicking at the hole, right?
Yeah. Oh boy. We have been streaming from California Billiards for 19 hours and 1 minute straight.
So we're on like Star Wars: The Force Awakens. We're on episode 7.
Kinda.
Except it's all the same storyline.
It's the same epic battle, just different characters.
Yes, just no Jar Jar Binks, please.
Yeah. Yeah, go back to sleep, Dr. Deese.
Win by 2. That's funny. We'd be here till next week. Oh, look at this. It's rolling. Does it have enough speed? Oh, he left it right on. This just blows my mind. Like, he got a ball to his pocket. He's blocked on the 2. That's a tough place to be. Case game. But that's also excellent execution on Tony's part. I'm trying not to be too starstruck here, but that was a fantastic shot.
All right, let's enjoy this game. My good friend Matt Moorhead here, who does not know this game very well. I'll just remind him that less is more. Let's enjoy what we see here. It's a very high pressure match. I've got some good friends in the chat room right now.
Am I getting carved up?
They're starting to wake up.
Ah.
Tony played a very good shot.
Is he checking if he's frozen on the 2?
If he is frozen, he can shoot through this.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I can try to take a side look. No, he opted to play a safety, and he's using those 2 balls down there as blockers. What does that tell you? He didn't get there.
And I can't tell if the 5-13 goes.
Well, that's what Tony's looking at. He can draw this out and it's kind of safe. But he's going to follow, which scares me a little. Oh, he cut the 10.
I'm curious if you saved a combo.
Uh-oh.
2 balls froze up.
Well, they might not be frozen, but they're... This is going to be end of run unless he can bank the 2. You see the 2 ball?
Oh.
He's banking the 2. Ran out of gas. Not enough gas, man. Gas is expensive in California.
Yeah, about $3. The tax kills you.
John Epstein. I love you, brother. We got ourselves a doozy, huh?
Do we have a count?
Yeah, 5-0. I mean, according to my records, let me double check.
2, 4,
Yes,
6, 8,
5-0.
10.
Yeah, we're going up another 12 cents in September, man. That gasoline.
It's time to get that hybrid kick to gas.
Yeah, time to go electric.
Well, Tesla's coming out with their...
Forget about Tesla, bro.
Yeah, that's the nuts right there. That is the nuts.
Wow. No good. But you know, he hit this very well. The speed was good, but Tony's got the 2-railer. Tony's famous 2-railer. See, a lot of people don't see that shot. He's trying to come off something. He wants to flick off those balls and come into the corner.
Right.
But it's a dangerous shot. He's left another bank now. Well,
It's going to put the 7 down? Nope.
No. Shane played safe. And we wait.
Those balls are going to get swept up to that top left corner.
Yeah, we're working for Uncle Sam now. It's overtime. Two-railer. Tony's trying it. How'd he hit it? How'd he hit it?
Wow. You can hear the other people sweating the match.
Do you need an Advil?
No. I'm going to need some more caffeine before I drive home. I'm supposed to go to the gym at 9. That's probably not happening. So since we have all these views here and we're looking at this shot, where do you think he's going with this? Because we're at 5-1? 5-1? Wasn't sure if it's 5-1 or 6-1.
Score's 5-1.
So you got to kick the 14 out.
Well, 14's a problem for him, but what he's looking for, he's looking for offense.
Right.
He's looking for an offensive shot where he can leave Tony frozen behind one of those balls up there. If I know what Shane's been doing tonight, that's what he's been doing. What I think I see him doing right now is manufacturing a bank, play off the rail, the three ball. The three ball tickles off of the 7. I know this sounds crazy, but the shot is possible. And he's going to play the cue ball on top of the 11.
Mm.
You see what he's doing there?
I do.
He's trying to tickle off that 7 so that it slides into the corner. This is the kind of thing that 4 out of 5 doctors would not recommend. But when it's Shane, you just watch.
And this was not planned, meaning the match.
No,
This
we
just
had no
happened.
idea this was going to happen. No. Okay, what's happening here? Bank to the bank. Bank to the ball. Bank combo. He's looking for offense. You see, he can't just bank that 3 without hitting the 7, because if he does that, he'll hit the 4. It'll send the 3 ball down toward. It'll backfire. He might be going 3 into the 4 as well. He might just roll forward. No. Tony trying to bank this 11.
That's a big boy shot. That is.
I don't like it.
Well, leaves the opportunity with the 3 on the rail. I mean, you really got to make sure you're not. But even if you roll forward, you still got that other ball on the rail too.
I don't like this shot at all.
He's gonna drop back, putting another ball by his hole.
I don't know if Shane can see this.
One of the things I was reminded of is sleep, Brett, when you see the lights on the table, the shadow around, and the time they spend examining the shots.
One ball banks. The one ball in the kitchen banks. So does the. I don't like the 12 ball. I like the 1 ball. He can play this. What is he playing now?
Is he playing the combo?
No. Well, he wants to.
Looks like he was thinking about it.
Yeah, straight combo. Yeah, 14, 15 combo. But he looks like he's. The 4 and the 13 have a side each of the cue ball. I don't think he can squeeze in. If he can squeeze in, then. But he better play a good cue ball as well. I don't like this shot. I like the 1 ball.
Looks like he might have heard you. He's looking between his options. Pocket's getting crowded. And the 1 ball's slightly off the rail.
We have a long game.
We do. I think we're at least past the 20-minute mark. Now, if the 1 ball's off the rail, and you've got a 3-ball cluster there, do we see something miraculous where those 3 balls get wiped in 1 shot?
It's possible. It's Shane, so it's possible. Here we go. Strap in.
It almost went.
Look at this. Bad roll. Terrible roll. Did you see that roll? Table needs to be cleaned.
Well, it's been the TV table for how many days?
It hasn't been cleaned since in 19 hours and 20 minutes. Playing for 3. This is over. Oh my God, that was the game ball. That was game ball.
I'm at a loss for words.
Did he take his eye off it?
I don't know. I didn't see anything much different.
I mean, that was game ball.
Does the 4 pass the 13?
No. There's no lanes right now. There's no lanes. Maybe there's a 2-railer on the 15 or 12.
A signature 2-railer for the match.
No, not the signature 2-railer. No, not a Tony 2-railer. This is a difficult 2-railer, and he's playing it. I mean, he's definitely special at those shots, but you know, the long 2-railers is what I'm talking about that he's so good at.
Right.
He's good at those too, but you know, those long ones is. And we wait. That's a good shot. I don't know if this lane's open. No, he's just bringing it down. Shane may be looking at this 13 cross corner. See that?
Just play a stop.
Yeah, he stopped the ball. It's a trap though too. But Shane makes this. He could run 3 pretty easily. It's Shane. You gotta let him try it. But oh my God, see, it's a trap, you see? So this is a free shot all day. And Tony is 85% guaranteed to make this ball 90, 100. That's it. Tony CHOHAN takes it down in the last game. Well, this has been a hell of a match, guys. I mean, it's been, you know, You can't even say goodbye, can you? You just gotta go. Just walk away. Drop the mic. It's been a great match. I mean, we had some. There were some loud moments, and this is a pool hall, guys. So like, this is what happens. California Billiards here at Fremont, and we got finals of the West Coast Challenge 9-ball coming tomorrow. And as far as this is concerned, this match is over. We're going to close down the table, get the table time all paid up, make sure Shaky Dave gets his little jelly roll. And we're going to also remind you that the big one will be starting on July 11th. Okay, so join us on July 11th for the big one, which will be Tony CHOHAN versus Dennis Orcolio, playing Race to 40 for $100,000. Matt, did you have fun?
I had a blast. This was crazy fun to watch. It was nice sitting in here with you. Been here for 6.5 hours, and I don't think I'm going to sleep. I'm gonna watch some when I get home.
Yeah, right. I'm gonna go to sleep.
That's probably a good idea.
19.5 hours for me, so I'm done. And I'll see you guys probably around 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock. But Geraldine will be here to start things up. All right. Keep loving pool and donate if you can.
Thanks, everyone. Thanks, everybody, for watching this West Coast Swing Unreleased series. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you enjoyed this last match. And just want to remind you guys again that POVPOOL's 8th anniversary event takes place December 13th through the 15th. Visit us at POVPOOL.com. Go to POVPOOL.com. And go to the news page, and you'll find more information out about the POV8 event coming up. Thanks a lot, everybody who tuned into this, and keep loving pool. We'll see you at the next one. Bye, y'all.